Hey folks, and welcome back to another episode of You Sold What? Today's video we'll talk about margins of profit. We're going to look at what was good, what was ugly, and what was so-so. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer now. We've got 15 minutes on the clock. I do have an agenda here to help keep me on subject, keep me on task. We're going to go ahead and look at a traffic report. What was our traffic like? It was, keep in mind, we sell across multiple platforms. This only shows, obviously, eBay, but I did want to point out it's pretty consistent. We're looking at the week of the 17th through the 23rd, and it's pretty darn consistent as far as overall impressions. We're looking at about 100,000 there. Page views look to have been up. I will mention we did start a sale. That sale started, I think it was Friday. Would have been Friday the 22nd. So that may explain some of this pickup there, as well as maybe the page views. And as far as quantity sold, looks like Friday was our best day on eBay anyway. And then Saturday wasn't too bad, and then Sunday was pretty equivalent, but we're not yet looking at Sunday, so we'll ignore that one for now. So these impressions aren't too bad. Again, I always say this, the days of 150 plus or 150,000 plus are over. This is the new norm, and it's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and bring up our agenda. What do we need to get into next? Looks like we're going to go ahead and pull up some items here. We're going to start with the good, and the good was W603DC. So let's go ahead and bring up our sales spreadsheet. W603DC, and looks like the profit margin on that was 75%. We had a dollar amount of profit of $11.29. That was a $15 sale. Looks like the cost of goods was only $1, and perhaps that's what that was. Let's go ahead and bring that up in Vendoo while I see what that item was. And we're looking at a pair of jeans, women's Gap, size 4. They are boot cut. Size 4 is a little tough to sell, and that was a Macari sale. Go ahead and bring that up. Pair of jeans. Pretty nice looking jeans. Looks like there are some spots. We would have had to disclose those. And our title structure, the brand, the gender, the item type, in this case jeans, and the size, and then some applicable keywords. And then our descriptions are typically the same. We do point out, we grade them. In this case, gently used, minor imperfections, and we have some discolorations or spots. Point out where those were, as well as photograph them. Looks like these were listed on, where is it? If we go to Macari, where they were sold, looks like was the July 17th. So haven't been on the shelves too long. Our pictures always contain the measurements. Not everybody looks at those. We do try to get the size tag, as well as in our description state what the measurements were. So yeah, not a bad sale. Let's go back to that. We can go, actually, let me go back up here. We can see it was $15. We paid $271 in fees. There's our cost of goods. We had no shipping expenses. The buyer bought the label from Macari. We never see that money. Therefore, it is not included in the purchase price. So yeah, there's our profit of $11.29. All right, let's go see what our next item is. Looks like we are gonna get into the let's do ugly first. Let's kind of break this up. Let's look at an ugly one. For an ugly one, looks like it's going to be this one, Y603BB. Yep, let's go ahead and grab that. This was an eBay, or sale on eBay. Let's go ahead and look at it. Finish fighting with my windows here. So these are some Sperry topsiders, some shoes, 8.5. They were first listed in June of 2022. So they've been around for, more than a year. They finally did sell. We did have them on clearance. Let's go ahead and look at those. I think these are some pretty good shoes. The soles look very, very good. Condition was very good as well, I think. Just, my goodness, they sure sat around a long time. So we do have the tags, the inner, and our description as far as the brand, and then our descriptions with measurements and the applicable details. Mild signs of wear, you can see all that. And again, we did list those created in June of 2022. Looks like we paid $8 for them. So we're not really selling shoes anymore. We've tried that. Probably now that we've learned a few things and learned how to ship cheaper, we may be able to make some profit, but shoes just really haven't really worked out for us. Again, we did lose some money on that, but for the most part, we got our cost of goods back, so we can put that back in the kitty for more inventory. Let's go ahead and look at the what's our meh. That would be this one. Still lost money, only 16 cents. Profit margin was a negative 75%. Let's go ahead and pull that up. It looks like it was an another eBay sale. May have been, yeah, I don't know quite what went on there. But, oh, wow, look at that. These were October 20th, 2021 for these Bandolino jeans, size 12. Just did not do well for us, did they? So, picture of the jeans. Looks like size 12, short. Measurements are all pictured as well as in the description. There's our title. Again, we always structure them. We're pretty much the same way. The brand, the type, the gender, the size, and then applicable keywords from there. And yeah, finally sold. It's good to get rid of them. As I said, we did lose a little bit of money, but that's okay for the most part. Again, we have more money to put back in to purchase more inventory. Hopefully we'll sell quicker. Let's go ahead and let's bring our agenda back up. That was our meh. Let's go ahead and we'll bring up Vendu. We may, if we have time, go back and look at a few more items. You can see that we did have, well, these were our worst. So we like to make at least a 30% profit margin on that. So here you can see we did not quite make it. Didn't make it here. That would probably be the next, nope, looks like that would be the next worst. Looks like that is down there. That's another but again, at least we profited something, and the cost of goods was only $3, so not a lot back on that one. But anyway, let's go ahead, and I think we're going to go ahead and look at the numbers in Vendu. Look at kind of an overall, how did we do? So if we go back to inventory, we look at our metrics, and we go custom and say we look from here to there. We're looking at a gross revenue of $735. Of that, we netted $291 for the week. 44 items sold, 43 listed, so our store is down 1 item. eBay being the marketplace with the greatest revenue as well as profit. The sale price, eBay typically is more. I think Depop also includes the shipping into the sale price, so that kind of skews that. Whereas Mercari and Depop, we do not, or the sale price does not ever include that, unless of course you're doing free shipping, which we do not. And then the number of units sold or number of items. And the items that did the best for us last week: Gap, Express, J. Jill, Nautica, and Under Armour. Tops were the best. Women's tops, women's jeans, women's pants being next, and then some men's t-shirts and a couple men's pants. Looks like, folks, we have about 2 minutes left on that timer. Let's get back to our agenda, make sure. We were going to look at Terapeak. I don't know that we need to. I sometimes like to, well, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I'll just keep you over. We'll go ahead and pause the timer, and we'll go back and look at what was our worst performing. Our worst was Y603BB. Let's go back to that. Y603BB. Let's go ahead and capture that. Go here, go there, and go something like that. Let's go ahead and look at the sell-through rate on these. We'll go ahead and get into Terapeak, and we'll put in these are, I guess these would be, we'll go with flats. Looks like the average sold price is $18. Can sort that. Yeah, average sold price and no free shipping. $5 shipping, so they're going for about $20, right? And what did we sell these for? We sold them for 18. Yeah, so $15 there, $5 for the shipping, 20 bucks. Not too bad. They're just not. We just paid too much for them. I think that was our problem. Shouldn't have paid $8 for them. I think that's the lesson to be learned there. And the meh is the J100 AP. Let's go ahead and look at those. Pull those up in Terapeak. Oops, that was silly. Let's not do that again. Jeans. Let's go. Yeah, we'll be as specific as possible there. Jeans. Looks like average is 12 bucks. Ah, well, they're ours, so they're not selling. At least not that. What if we make this more generic? Take that out, maybe, and maybe we'll take out the size, just to be, yeah, 14 bucks. So they don't sell for much to begin with. Yeah. 14, 20 bucks there. Yeah, so about 20 bucks. And what did we sell them for? Yeah, we sold them for 20 bucks. So again, we paid too much for them. I think that's the lesson learned there. We bought something that just wasn't going to return us enough money. Which is usually the case with the items that we purchased back in 2021. Our good is W603 DC. And let's go back. And that was Gap. I think mainly because, well, we only paid $1 for these. That would be why they were such a good deal. That and Macari, we don't have to pay promotional. We don't pay promotions. The selling fees are less. They're cheaper. So any more these days on Macari and Posh, we do pretty good as far as our return on investment, our profit. There's jeans. These are going average. They're going for $14 on average. Let's go ahead and make sure we're sorted. Looks like 18 bucks there, and 10, 11, 12-ish. So about $14 there. So we actually, yeah, we did all right. So yeah, that's where we are. The lesson learned in all of this is, your cost of goods is everything. It should be pretty obvious, but in 2021, that was the best we could find. We did find other avenues to source product for less money, so that's doing better for us. All right, I think we are about done. I did want to go ahead and talk about some other videos that I do. I do a Know Your Numbers, where I do that on Sundays, where we go into the previous week, what the profits were, what the gross revenue, just all the numbers. We compare that to last week. We compare that to last year, last month. Just try to do just a kind of a month-to-date progress report of where we're at. On Thursdays, I do an Are We There Yet? And that is kind of a business strategies. We started out with how we started, why we started, what lessons we learned along the way, how we've changed and and streamlined our processes. And we brought that all the way up to where we are to date. And then we'll focus on going forward, any new strategies we may implement, give you progress reports on those. So stick around or tune into those if you're interested in seeing that. Hey folks, my name is Rich. I do appreciate the time you spent with me, and I hope to see you back. Thank you.